and welcome, lovely Leos. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, your next 30 days. So Leo, I'm very excited to be back. This is my new channel. So some of you who have followed my content over the years, if you are back, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I had my first channel about 10 years ago maybe, and it ran for about 7 years. And then I moved, so I stopped recording. So I'm back. So I'm very grateful to be back. We're going to create an amazing community here, Leo. So let's just jump right in and get started. Oh, I would like to mention beforehand, please make sure that you are aware of scammers, people pretending to be me. That was a large issue, and the reason why I shut the channel down and deleted it, because we was getting too much copied content. People were reaching out under my name, so please make sure this is my only channel that I will create, and I will never reach out to you for you to book a reading. If you ever would like a session with me, the only way to do so is to go through my website, deannabutcher.com. So keep yourself safe out there, lovelies, and let's get started. Today we are surrounding ourselves with loving and healing white light, Leo. Bring forward the highest good and the highest light for your highest good. Spirit's already talking. For love, guidance, and healing. I did the same thing for the last video I was doing. I grabbed the cards and started shuffling, and Spirit started talking before I could get through my spiel. So we are jumping right in. All right, so this here is the Citadel Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. I have popped in the comments below my link tree link so that you can purchase the decks that you see today if you're really drawn to them. These are really cool. So these ones here I'm going to be using for the overall theme here for the next 30 days. So when you see this, Leo, this is going to be an evergreen reading. So if it comes across your feed, know that this message is for you. So as always, these are general readings still. So take what resonates and send love and blessings to those that don't. All right, what do we have here? So we have Crossroads here with the photographer and the founder. So it talks about foundation and community. All right. Some of you here may be, and let's look at the cards here, but I do see here a desire to move. And if it's not a desire, it's an incessant need. Two of Pentacles. The way you've been doing things hasn't been working out for you. So I think that this is going to be a good transition for you here. It's necessary for your growth here. So some of you here may be changing communities. This is going to be good though. Two of Pentacles. Things don't always, don't need to be this difficult. And certainly for this long. Two of Pentacles, you've been juggling things for a little too long, or been in the midst of juggling things for far too long. It has to come to an end. Two of Swords in reverse. We got 2 and 2. Page of Wands in reverse. You know what's funny? I think, now was it Aries or Sagittarius that I just did? And it started out with the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Anyway, you may have some of that in your chart, but this does feel very similar. So you might have some of that in your chart. You may be dealing with, yourself being Leo. You might have another Leo in your life, Aries, Sagittarius energy around you as well. There does seem to be an imbalance here. Page of Wands. It's a need to get started, to move on, to do something else. And I think you've been called to do that and you haven't, or you haven't been able to. You need to change the way you've been doing things. We've got the Star and the 3 of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Wands, now 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there is a need for you to grow, and I think you know that, and I think you've had a desire to do that. It's just been, timing's been off. So this Star energy here, very great for the next 30 days for you to understand that you get what you put into it. So this is going to be great because you have a lot of effort to give and you have a lot of desire, which is going to be really great, and it's going to propel you forward beautifully. Don't be afraid to show people who you are, because they are going to see the real you. Ace of Cups, new energy, so new fulfillment. So people are going to see the real you, and this is going to be really important to your development. I think that's what really changes your trajectory here. So someone might be headhunting, someone might be, looking for someone just like you and be like, hey, come join my team, or come move here, or come be in this place. Something that maybe you didn't think you were going to have to do. This kind of just comes to you out of the blue. Six of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles. So yeah, you are definitely going to be called to move forward and do something really incredible here with your life. This has been a long time coming for you, Hermit. Yeah, Four of Swords reversed, exactly. Or sorry, not reversed. Four of Swords, I mean, like, just the energy there, like things that have been weighing heavily on your head. Hermit is also saying, like, look, we're now divinely connected. We had that Hermit in the star. So you need to release the things that are preventing you from moving on. We might be holding on to things for a little too long, maybe for the wrong reasons, maybe for the right reasons. But I think that now is time to release everything, because the move is necessary and you're preventing your growth. The Hermit here, it's like shutting it down, like it's time to walk away from things. And that's normally not my vibe for the Hermit, but as I'm witnessing her, and in my, my intuition, the part of that, I can see her shutting the laptop, maybe even almost angrily, and just turning around and walking away. So like, there could be things that come through, whether it's a message or an email, or a work situation or a dedication, whatever comes through, and it's like, man, I'm done. I need change. And that could be the last straw for many of you here, Leo, for allowing you and pushing you to the next chapter. Saying like, look, how things are going right now is just not as fulfilling. It's not terrible. It's just not fulfilling and not helpful to you or others, because you do have a support system, and even potential here for love and relationships. And so the lack of moving forward and holding back is preventing you from having those strong relationships, or even new relationships if you're single and looking. This has an opportunity to be something really great for you. So don't be fearing of change, and things that are coming. And I think that because you've had so many uncertainties in the past, and maybe a lot of change, which could be why we're resistant to change now, again, the crossroads, it's understanding that you do have a lot of opportunity, and that you do have things that are here for you to change and transition through. And it's just a matter of deciding what it is you want, which is a good problem to have, I think, because right now we're witnessing many signs like dealing with shit and setting boundaries and doing all that. But I think you've done that already, and you are already in a state of what comes next, and that's a good place to be. Yes, there's some uncertainty, but that, again, that's mental. That's in your head, right? That's the shit keeping you awake at night. And you're gradually putting those thoughts to sleep, because you really need to and are stepping into this King of Pentacles energy. You're the master of your own creation. So this is abundant energy for you to step into it and take it, because this is how you're going to receive the growth. You've had a lot to prove in the past. Justice, yeah. You've had a lot to prove in the past, and you've had to work hard to find balance and clarity, because for me, this seems to be very connected to the star. Pardon me, in the Hermit energy. I need some clarifiers on that. They're not wanting to show me out of this deck. Okay. All right, then. Let's see what we got here with this one. Okay, so what's going on here with this Justice card and this star? Oh, did one flip over here? Nope. But I am feeling this one. What do we need to look at with this Justice? Whoop. Whoop. Okay, so another keeping our thoughts up at night. We got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Page of Wands. We've got the Two of Wands. which, do we have the Two of Wands? No, we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. So, yeah. So this Justice, whatever here, you need to start stepping forward into this next chapter. No more sitting and waiting. No more holding things back. The Page of Wands here as well needs to start taking action, because things are too complicated and they don't need to be that way. So release the thoughts, release the stress, release the overthinking, release the self-doubt, okay? Because I think that's the key. I think that the self-doubt is what is putting a chink in this for you, because I feel like you have everything you need. It's just you're not believing it. Maybe believing it to be true, perhaps? Pop it in the comments below. What is it that you're struggling with? Why don't you see this for yourself? Because this really is something you've worked for. And this is odd because I normally wouldn't see a Leo in this position. This normally wouldn't be your situation. There's normally a lot of, ability to go within and be passionate and that leadership. And so whatever threw you for a loop, you're needing to regain yourself here and reestablish your own sense of accomplishment in self here, because the transitions that have occurred here, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, shook you enough to where you felt like you couldn't move on. But when you decide that, okay, no, I'm okay, that change is necessary, I need to, find that community, I need to start a new job, career, or maybe I am good enough to run my own business, maybe I have the money I need to invest in my education, whatever this is, whatever this self-doubt is preventing you from, you can do it, and easily, actually, quite easily. So we're going to get out of our own way here in the next couple of days. Like, it's literally shut it off and like stopping the thoughts and saying, okay, what do I need to do? What's available to me? Who can I talk to get what I need? Because it's going to be present for you. So take advantage of this energy here, Leo. I know this is like a little confusing, and this is a general reading. So for many of you that are going to see it, so it might not resonate for everyone, but pop it in the comments below if this does resonate for you. Like, I think that this is where you find yourself, you find your confidence. And when we're at that crossroads, maybe for some of you, this is that rock bottom, or maybe you were so shaken up, you were starting over. With the Justice there in the Six of Swords, some of you may have left an abusive situation. Some of you maybe have left a toxic environment, whether it's in work or relationships, right? Because certainly we're seeking new love and relationships and partnerships. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's seeking new community, new relationships and partnerships and friends and all of that. So whatever you felt you were lacking at Queen of Swords, it's time to get what you need, and letting go of past things, so that you can be who you need to be. So this is a really freeing instance here, Leo. This is that tough love that kind of comes along, and even though it seems like it sounds easier said than done, don't let that be an excuse either. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, it's easier said than done. Well, sometimes it is. And I do feel like that. So whatever shook you and to made you feel like you couldn't do it, you can. And you will. It really is a great energy for you here, Leo. You're getting your power back. You're getting that strength back. You're getting that lioness energy back. Two of Pentacles, we had that in reverse before. If you don't change the way you see yourself and continue to feel like you are not empowered, things will continue to be a struggle even up for the next 2 years. So right now, take advantage of this change in energy for you. That's going to start feeding you and giving you what you need, and sustaining your dreams and what it is that you want. So that's a really good thing, because if we can see that, well, if we don't make these changes now, not all will be lost. So it's kind of like, take the risk, right? So it'll just be, you're just going to maintain what you have right now if you don't change. So that's your worst case scenario, is that you just don't change. So if you have been met with a situation, it's like, well, I need to go to school, but I need 30 grand to do it. Figure out a way to get it. Invest in yourself. Do that. Maybe you've saved money and are uncertain. Well, now that I've saved this money, or now that I've been gifted this money, or now that I've gotten the loan for this, do I really want to spend it this way? Like, yeah, invest in yourself, invest in that business, get that business grant, get the education grant. Once you put your feelers out there, I think that you will have a lot of positive feedback from people, and they may even want to invest in you and help you out on your journey. So that's a good thing too. What do we see here in love? Because I feel like I do want to touch on that. Normally I just kind of, in these general readings, I just kind of let what comes forward. But I do feel like this is a positive thing. Like, once we decide that enough's enough and we're just going to go for it, we're not going to fear anything anymore. Two of Cups right on top of our Lovers, Emperor in reverse. There is going to be a man out there waiting for you. And this is for our females. And so it would be opposite if you're male watching this. Your Empress being there for you. This will come when you have what you need. And you almost don't want this individual coming into your life, Leo, until your shit's together, right? Like, and it's not that you are a shitstorm of energy, it's your situation, right? So when we talk about this, it's the situation. And that is definitely changeable, right? Like, you have the ability to now make changes where you couldn't before, right? So now this is going to be like, well, once I have what I need, I'm confident, I'm making the progression that I want in my business and my workplace and my finances, all that stuff, and invest in your health and wellness as well, then that Emperor is going to come in for you, and unexpectedly, right? And we know too that when it comes from God or the universe, and when that partner comes in, that divine partner, it's not something you search for. You're not going to find that person on a dating app. You're not going to find that person going out there, putting yourself out there hunting, if you will, because that lion in you likes to hunt, likes to go get what they want, sees what they want and goes gets it. This is going to be an opportunity for you to say, you know what, I do want it. I'm putting my energy in alignment for it, and I'm waiting for it to come to me. And it's kind of that divine feminine now energy that people are going to witness, that is going to allow you to receive. I said the same thing as well. Sagittarius had a similar vibe to it too, where it was like really stepping into the divine feminine so that the energy could flow through. I think that's what you're going to be experiencing in the love sector for you. It's like, once you stop trying and you lean into your divine feminine and are ready to receive, that's when it comes in. So if you're unfamiliar with the divine feminine, divine masculine, go research it. Take a look at the things that, because there's all kinds of information on like the wounded feminine, the wounded masculine, what that looks like when you're feminine and in your masculine, and how it affects your life. Because I think that that's going to give you even a nice outlook on, oh, okay, well, here's why things maybe have been the way they are, and certainly in relationships. So leaning into your divine feminine is going to be really key for you in the coming days, even as you work through the other things in your life and move forward with confidence and strength and grace and dignity and power, right? There is still, even though we are powerful, there's still a need with a Queen of Swords to act with dignity and grace. And again, I said the same thing for even Scorpio as well. Scorpio and Sagittarius, and I believe Aries had the same message. So, you could be dealing with those energies around you in the situations. Maybe you're calling those people in, or you have that in your chart. It's going to be a little different for everyone. But, I do feel like this is, although there has been a bit of a discovery of, it's like kind of pointing out the flaw or the obvious. It's like, you know what, at least it gives you something to like, you're not doing anything wrong. you aren't making poor decisions. It's almost a lack of decision that's kind of the problem. So now you have choices, and it's kind of a good problem to have, right? Like, you have the choices now, which you didn't have before. Now it's time to move on, without pain, guilt, resentment, whatever you were holding on to before and dealing with before in other circumstances. Like, that's done, and it's time to release and let go so that you can move forward. Because once you do, there is a lot available to you, and you will be abundant. So it really is great. This is about creating the foundation for yourself right now for that inevitable change in power shift to happen for you. And once it happens, it's going to flow really beautifully, in the coming weeks and months leading up to the progression of abundance for you in the coming years. So whatever you are planning right now, really set in stone goals and things that are going to help you to achieve the things that you want, so it's clear and your image is clear, so you know what you're working towards. Even like vision boards, journaling, that kind of thing, I think would be really great for you to see every day and create that for yourself. So I'm going to leave it at that for you, Leo. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. That was Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, your general reading here for the coming 30 days. So when you see this message was for you. Pop in the comments below how you resonated with this, and how you kind of, what steps are you going to take? What are some of your goals? How do you connect with this? I'd love to hear from you as we build this community of loving support. So thank you guys for tuning in. Many, many blessings.